Good day. This is our second video on substitution, and we will substitute integers into expressions. In the first few expressions, they told us if a is equal to -2, b is 3, and c is -1. Calculate the value of the following expressions. The first one is 3abc, which means 3 times a times b times c. We substitute each of the variables with his own value inside his own pair of brackets with his own sign. This now reads 3 times -2 times +3 times -1. Remember the abbreviation SNV. In all maths algebra sums, there are signs, pluses or minuses, numbers or fractions, and variables A, B's or C's. So first we times the signs. A plus times a minus is a minus, times a plus is a minus, times a minus is a plus. And we write it. Then 3 times 2 is 6, times 3 is 18, times 1 is 18. Final answer, plus 18. Stop the video and get your brain around this one. The next expression looks like this. We will substitute the a, the b, and the c. Everything that's not the variables, weight. We substitute the a with -2 in its own bracket. Substitute the b in a bracket with +3. Now from order of operations, you know that this minus breaks this up into two pieces. And inside this piece, there is one sum to be done. And over here, there is two sums to be done. The squaring and then the times 2 later. The -2 times -2 gives me a +4. I like to keep it in a bracket. Keep the -2. Then we work out this exponent. +3 times +3 gives you a +9 in its own bracket. Now the 4 will wait, and we will times the -2 with a +9. The +4 waits. -2 times +9 is -18. Now we have +4 minus 18 is -14. Please stop the video and get your brain around this one. The next expression is 2ab divided by c. It's a fraction. Firstly, we substitute all the variables, each in his own bracket with his own sign. Now there's a rule in algebra. We must first work out the top, then work out the bottom, and then divide them into each other. At the top, a plus times a minus times a plus gives us a minus. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, and the -1 waits. Now we have -12 divided by -1. Final answer, +12. Please stop the video and get your brain around this one. The next expression looks like this. We substitute all the variables with their values in brackets with their signs. Again, there is a break in the sum here, so we have something to do here, and then two things to do here. First, we're going to do the exponents and then multiply by 3. The 3 weights, the minus weights, and we go -2 times -2 gives me a +4 in its own bracket. Then doing this exponent, -1 times -1 times -1 gives me -1. Then there's still two parts to the sum. Here is a piece. I must multiply 3 with +4. I must multiply the minus with a -1. +3 times +4 is +12. And minus times a minus is a +1. So we have +12 +1. Final answer, +13. Please stop the video and get your brain around this one. The next expression looks like this. Now we have brackets. How will this change everything? Remember, in fractions, there is a top part and a bottom part. We keep everything except the variables, which we will change now. Change the shape of the top brackets. Keep the square, keep the -3. Replace all the variables, each one inside his own bracket with his own sign and value. Order of operations say we must first do the top, then the bottom, and then divide it into each other. At the top, there's order of operations again. There's an outside bracket with a multiply inside we're going to do first. Keep our square bracket. Minus 2 times plus 3 is minus 6. Minus 3 times minus 1 is plus 3. And we still have to finish the top. The bottom stays plus 3. At the top we have a minus 6 times a minus 6, which is plus 36. Now we have plus 36 divided by plus 3. Final answer, plus 12. Please stop the video and look at this expression. Let's do another expression that has brackets in it already. We change the shape of the outside brackets and keep everything except the variables. Replace the variables, each one in his own bracket with his own sign. Inside this bracket there is now two parts, this minus 2 and this plus 3. The minus 2 waits and the plus times the plus gives me plus 3. Still have to simplify inside this bracket further. Minus 2 plus 3 gives me a plus 1 inside of the bracket. Plus 1 times plus 1 gives me plus 1 for a final answer. Please stop the video and get your brain around this one. I think you now got the hang of it. From here I'll just show you a few examples. You stop the video and just find out how it played out. You have to work out the value of this expression. You replace all the variables with their own brackets with their own signs. You do the order of operations, first the inside of this bracket, then the square over here, then we move on. Next we square this minus 4 and we times the minus 3 with a plus 1. Final answer, plus 13. Next expression looks like this. Replace your variables with their own brackets and their own signs. Do order of operations inside each bracket separately. Further simplify each bracket inside of it. Then times minus 5 times plus 2 is minus 10. Next expression looks like this. Replace your variables. Now work out the top and the bottom separately. Keep working out the top. Then divide minus 5 by minus 1. Final answer, plus 5. I'm just going to do a few that you might run into in your life. It is an example where they say if x is 2 and y is minus 1, calculate the value of this expression. We write down the expression. We replace the variables with their values, each one in his own set of brackets. See that there are 3 terms here, 3 parts to this expression. Start working out each expression separately from the other. Keep working them out separately. Then get the final answer. Please stop the video and get your brain around this one. I think you do understand the substitution now. Let's see what else might happen to you during your substitution. They say simplify this expression using these variables for x and y. We usually write the expression down and replace the variables with their values. Then using order of operations, we work out the top and the bottom separately with their own order of operations. The minus 3 times minus 3 gives us a plus 9. Keep the minus. Minus 2 times minus 2 gives us a plus 4. Plus 3 times minus 2 gives us a minus 6. And minus 2 times minus 3 gives us a plus 6. That minus times the plus gives us a minus. The rest stays the same. And that gives us then finally 5 divided by 0. Then just write, this is undefined. We're not allowed to divide by 0. Please stop the video and get your brain around this one. I just wrote out 4 more expressions using the variables a is minus 2 and x is 3. Stop the video and just check if all these sums are right. It's the first one. Answer is minus 2. Please also check the second one. The final answer is 37. The second last one looks like this. Stop the video and see if you can quickly do it yourself and then put on the video again. Yes, the final answer is minus 35. The last expression in this video is a little bit special if you can see it. They're asking us, there is 3a squared minus 4a squared. They are actually like terms, so I can minus them from each other. I have 3a squares, I owe 4a squares, so the answer is minus 1a squared. Then you substitute your a with minus 2, and you calculate the final answer. You could have replaced the minus 2 into that a, and also into that a, and it would have given you the same answer. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video and subscribe to the channel. If you run into any substitution problem that you can't solve, you can send a clear WhatsApp photo of your problem to this number and a clear WhatsApp photo of where you tried it. Then we will try and solve the problem and send back an answer to you as soon as possible. Enjoy substitution.